What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Today we're going to look at charts. Today we're going to look at a Bitcoin chart, try to get an idea of what direction it can go. Today is also FOMC announcement. They're going to decide, they're going to let us know what they've decided as far as interest rate hikes, or are they going to stay put, or are they going to lower it? Right now, the consensus is that they're going to stay put. But what is important is what Powell says after that. At the time of this video, none of that information is going to come out, but we're going to speculate because we like to speculate, don't we? We're also going to look at the DXY. We're also going to look at oil. We're also going to look at all the other markets to get an idea. Yeah, to get an idea of what things are looking like right now so that we can also speculate in the direction of Bitcoin. And so without further ado, let's do this. Cool, guys, here we are. Bitcoin. What has that been doing the last 9 days? Nothing, just oscillating, right? As high as what? Today it got pretty high, $35,207, and it's been as low as $33,430. Now today, if you can see, we have this wick up and this wick down. Although it doesn't look too terrible here, basically it's just liquidating the longs. Liquidating the shorts, liquidating the long. That's all that is. Basically, your basic manipulation from the market makers, which is fine. That's just what it does. That's part of the game, right? That's what needs to happen. You get liquidated if you're betting one direction or the other using leverage, and the market makers don't like that. They want their money, and so they take it. They move the market both ways. But here we are, essentially doing nothing. Sideways, lateral movement, which is par for the course. Bitcoin spends a lot of time laterally. You can see right here. You can see right here. Right here. Move sideways, lateral movement. Move up, sideways movement. Move down, lateral movement. All right. And now we're back up here. So this could have been maybe the local lows right here, because we never really touched below 25,148. And I think right now we are just waiting, firstly, to see what the FOMC decision is. Like I just mentioned, more than likely it's gonna be a big nothing burger. The Fed's gonna be probably expected to be hawkish, make the regular statements. If that is all the same, then I don't expect much volatility in one direction or the other. I expect more lateral movement. And so let's get an idea of what direction Bitcoin can go. All right. Let's look at this, the futures, all right, really quickly, because there were some gaps in the futures. This is the futures, CME futures on the day. Okay, so this was filled, right? Because there was a gap here at this level right here. Okay, so that was filled. This gap was obviously filled, and there is one, right? This is the bearish case. There is one down here at the 21,000 to 20,000 range, right? But I don't know if we fill that. I don't know if we ever fill that. Let's get it like this. And then there's another one down here. This one goes way back to 2020. Never been filled. All right. So there are things that don't necessarily get filled. Now, the bears would have you believe, okay, we're going to come back down here and fill it 3 years later. I mean, possible, but I think that would be like a black swan event. That would mean the U.S. is going to war, and there's World War III. All right, so I mean, barring that, and I hope that does not happen, I think we're gonna be okay, guys. Look at all the support right here: 31,001, 28,888. This whole zone area support: 24,530, 21,000. I don't even think we get down here, guys. I think we're okay for now. Again, barring a black swan, barring situation economically getting worse. So let's look at the situation economically. Let's look at the dollar. Interesting. Consolidation inside of this area right here, 107.78 and 105.69. All right. This is interesting. What could be happening? It could be just waiting to get some strength and try to pump up, right? Or maybe that's it. Maybe this is as high as it goes, and you know, it's going to try to hold on to this level, but it's already tried a couple of times, right? It's already tried a couple of times to get below it, and it hasn't. It's been rejected. Boom, rejected up, right? This time it didn't even go down to that level. So maybe we are trying to go up here and see what happens here, because we haven't touched it yet, the 107.79. So let's see what happens. If we get rejection down here, then I guess maybe we're just going to be oscillating here for a little while before it decides to go in one direction or the other. All right, so there is somewhat indecision. Do we get up here the all-time high? I don't know if it's all-time high, but local high of September 27, 2022. I don't know. I don't think so. And that bodes well for Bitcoin, all right? Because we're trying to figure out what Bitcoin does, right? Okay, so that's one thing to look at. A couple of things to look at. The dollar, oil. This is good. This is good for the consumer, right? Below, we just lost 82.20, and we're at 81.38. This is good for the consumer because consumers need gasoline, and this will help the price of oil go down, which means the consumer will have more money in their pockets, which is good for the consumer, but it could also affect the decision of the Fed to decide what they want to do, because more money in the pocket of the consumer, they're going to spend more, and that's going to maybe cause inflation or cause inflation to stay elevated, right? More money because people spend. One way to look at it, but this is not bad. It could also mean that like they've been saying, like the Federal Reserve's been saying, and I don't know why people don't believe them, things are going to stay elevated for longer, right? The interest rates are going to be elevated for longer. All right, let's look at gold, because recently Bitcoin has had a correlation with gold, right? Gold's been going up, Bitcoin's been going up, and now recently in the last couple of days, gold has dropped. But I mean, this is a big move for gold, and so, you know, it could be that we consolidate a little bit before a decision is made to try to test up here again at 2049. All right, where we got rejected last time. Where did we get rejected last time? May 4th, 2023. All right, Bob. So let's see. Maybe it's just catching its breath before another spike up. Let's see what happens so far. And I hope that if that is the case and it keeps going up, then Bitcoin also will continue to go up. Now, let's look at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones finally, after that drop, finally we're back in here, right, into this channel between 33,567 and 32,747. So that's good. Let's see if we maintain it and stay in this channel and see what happens from there. NASDAQ also finally a few days of green right after this long drop, trying to get back into this channel. Looks like we got rejected. S&P 500, we are in a channel, but we are in the current channel, but luckily we didn't drop down to the bottom part. Let's see if we try to make our way up towards the top half of this channel. Interesting. This is a good one to look at too. Government yields, government bond yields, 2 years, and look at this nice little curve here. So maybe it is now that we have topped out. Could be that we have topped out and then we are starting to go down, because I did see that it went well in auctions for bonds. So people were buying bonds, which means if you buy the bonds, the yields generally go down. You can see the U.S. government bond 10-year yield. This is good that it drops. I mean, hopefully we come back down here, you know, and see. Hopefully we lose that and keep going down, because that would be bullish for the markets. So things are looking all right. All right. It's just right now, it's just a resting period, a sideways lateral period, waiting to see what happens, what other news pops off, to see what direction it goes. You know, if the news tends to be bearish for Bitcoin, then maybe, you know, we do drop down in this range. Let's take a look at this really quick. In this channel that we're at, I think between 35,733 and 31,695. All right, so I mean, maybe we do come down a little bit, but I don't see us touching the lower part of this range this year. I honestly don't. I mean, again, barring something really negative, maybe at the beginning of next year. But if we go up and break past this 35.7 and we're up over here, then definitely I don't see us next year even touching 31,000. Maybe getting close, but I don't know if we touch it, or I definitely don't see it. Well, I say maybe next year we touch it, but I don't see us going too much below it. And then again, more support here at 30,000. All right, but we'll see. If it goes up, less chances of it touching 31 and past this channel, right? And if it goes down, I still have a tough time seeing us go below it, or even getting too close to 31,688. But we'll see. Time will tell, guys. I think we're just gonna leave it there. All right, we're waiting on a lot of information, so that's why, you know, a lot of lateral movement to come out, more news to come out, but we'll see what the FOMC brings. I think much of the same. Maybe just some lateral movement. Maybe in the next coming days we do test maybe some areas of support here, which really I would think maybe would start at around 31,720. I don't know. Some people say this is a little triangle. So usually that is a bullish, but we'll see. We're up against this 35,725, so we'll see. We haven't touched it, so I think maybe we try to come up first. I'm fairly bullish. Okay, I don't think we're gonna like explode to the moon or anything like that, but I just don't think we're gonna drop either. Not too much. A lot of support down here, guys. All right, and less resistance up above. But still, we need some type of catalyst. We need something to let us know. Yeah, so maybe we do try to get up in this channel at the end of the year, but that depends on a lot of things. ETF being approved or positive news, and a lot of news has been positive. Although today I did see something about whales selling, but I've heard that before, and I've also up till recently been reading about whales accumulating. So I mean, hey, we'll see what happens. Take it with a grain of salt. In short, guys, I think more of the same for now. Just more sideways lateral movement, maybe some wicks or some bodies to the downside, but my bias right now is towards the upside. All right, leave it there, guys. If you can, please like and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what your thoughts are on the market. Do you think we're going up? Do you think we're going down? Do you think we're just going to be lateral and boring for the next next few days, next couple of weeks? Let me know. All right, thank you so much. See you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.